It's the money league that nigga tried to put us in. He went 150. We had to pay 10 to get in. We both 11-2. I already beat him though, but it's 11-2.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
A good move, but not much room to run. Brought down at the 5. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Bears first down.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Zadarius Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Trubisky to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So they will set up shot. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 46-yard line.
Come on, 180. Cut.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch it right there turned it into a really nice game. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Ha-ha Clinton Dix, of course, a former Green Bay Packer there on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
The touchdown, Packers. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now it's Trubisky. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Trubisky now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar. Just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 40 now on second down, Rodgers. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down, Bears.
Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
On first down, Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
A gain of 15.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. From the 25 on second down, Trubisky, his throw incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. He has been nearly impossible to throw on all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Awards show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why, because he takes the ball away, because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all of that. Add it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
Trubisky now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Dean Lowry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Tramon Williams there to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 99. Check. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one good for 26 and a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The second down carry for Irvin. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, twisting away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Letting one go deep for the end. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Rodgers now on 1st down. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is taken at the 23. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trubisky to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. 57-yard line.
58, right there. It's our time. It's our time.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So for Green Bay, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm